hips.
Oh, nah. Well, this is a big one. This is like a man, I guess.
Yeah, it's a man bag.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty dope.
It's a granny pack. Nah, but yeah.
Where did you get it from?
San Luis Obispo. Like the city, it's a pretty cool city. I've been to San Luis.
No, I really actually like that. No lie, I've
It's a
never.
cool store out here in San Luis. It's like 20 minutes away. It's a different. It's like like 30 minutes away. It's a pretty
That's
tight city.
convenient.
Yeah,
Like
it's fresh. You can carry all your stuff. You don't gotta carry it in your pockets and shit.
for me, even I know it's probably for a man, but like I would like that for myself because I always have all my stuff, and I don't necessarily like to always carry my purse. So how long have you guys had this place now for?
We just opened it. This is so this restaurant, like it's funny because when like my family first came from Mexico, my aunts they used to work here with like the original owner. They used to work here with the original owner. Like my aunts, like my my dad's older sisters, you know, like so way back in the day, they used to work here. And then the owner got tired of it, and then eventually my mom bought it, or I bought it from my mom. And my mom's had it for like maybe like about a month or so. She's been hanging in there.
What is it like?
It's cool. I mean, I don't really tell people like I don't really go around telling people it's mine, but it is cool. I mean, it is pretty cool. I guess having a restaurant. We're always here, but we're not always eating the same stuff, you know. But we're always around. We're always here, like in the kitchen.
No, and I see it's like it's most definitely like it's family. You know, I see Isaac is helping out. Like the food is so good. I just Hebs and I just had.
It was funny too because when we first opened it, it was like during summer, you know.
Oh, Hot Shot arrived. How you doing?
Good, just chilling.
I was asking Isaac where you were. I was like, where's Jose?
Now we had to go get my mom's stuff, but what was I saying? I said, when we first opened the restaurant, it was summer. Damn, and none of the kids were going to school. So you would see like all the little kids helping, like my little cousins, like all of my little primitas, like girl cousins, boy cousins, like they were all helping and shit. Like it was so funny. You had them like one out here sweeping. You had the other one like taking out the trash. You had the other one like working the cash register, like
washing the
funny.
dishes.
Like yeah, washing the dishes, peeling stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like it. I love it. I helped Isaac sweep this morning. I think he thought I was low-key weird, but I was just like, I love sweeping. I don't know. I like getting all the dirt out. So yesterday was your birthday. How was that?
It was cool. We had fun. I think we're gonna do a barbecue later with the family. But it was cool yesterday. We were chilling. In reality, like
neither of you guys had the cake.
oh nah, we don't really like cake.
It's just funny though, yeah, because like I was like, wow, they're not eating the cake because you guys, how far away are you guys now from your actual fight date? You're over a month away, so it has nothing to do with diet. This is just you guys just don't like cake.
Yeah, we don't really like it.
At a young age, we were kind of taught not to eat a lot of bread.
Because of boxing?
They always said that it was bad to eat bread.
So it's just kind of ingrained in your mind.
Yes.
That was my way. I don't know about him.
Yeah, you guys have nothing sweet though
Alright.
yesterday, huh? Nothing. Not even at the restaurant because we went out to eat for dinner to celebrate also.
Nah. I mean, we ate pretty good. We just ate like steak or whatever. We ate potatoes and everything, but now I think as you get older, you kind of start like distancing yourself from like a lot of sweets and stuff. Because when I was a little kid, damn, I used to eat all
Like I'm
kinds.
distancing myself from the bad stuff.
Yeah, like you get kind of used to like not eating. You get used to like not wanting to eat McDonald's anymore and a bunch of like you don't crave it as much as you did when you were a kid, and a bunch of candies, a bunch of junk. Gives a lot of cavities.
Well, then, what's your so then what's your guilty pleasure for food? Like that after training camp, you guys are just like, all about it. Can't wait.
There's that one chicken spot that I was telling you about. Remember in LA?
Howlin' Rays.
Remember I was telling you about it in downtown? Oh my god. The line out there, like for every day, you gotta wait like at least like about an hour.
At
It's called
least.
Howling?
Howlin' Rays.
Like HOWLIN Rays. If you guys haven't checked that out, it's in the China part of LA. It's freaking
So So that's like your guys' guilty pleasure.
Hell yeah. And they only have one restaurant. It's in LA.
It's chicken?
It's like a chicken, like
Nashville chicken.
it's like spicy type.
Is it like
it's
fried?
It's not like
Is it bad chicken at least? Or
it's good chicken. No, but you know
you
how
know,
they
like,
have, you know how they
like
have,
fattened
It
chicken.
tastes good.
I don't know, but I mean, you know how they have like Popeyes and they have like KFC, but it's not like that. That's like dry. The one over there has like
no,
sauce.
you're right.
You eat that shit, then your throat starts drying up.
No, you're right. I know exactly what you're talking
There's some
about.
water in here.
So, I did want, now that I have Jose, you guys next to each other, I did kind of want to touch base again really fast on, because you guys are together with everything.
Yeah.
You know, with the fights, with the training camp, and you guys are not just brothers, but you guys are also close friends. Do you guys, like, advise each other in any sense? Like, like if you see something that you think maybe Karlos, like, should handle in a way, do you guys help each other, with guidance?
And like, it won't ever, like, my brother knows that if there's anything that I've ever tell him or that I've told him, it's just because, I mean,
He wants what's best for him.
yeah, it just was better for him. You know, it was best for him.
So you guys have like a trust, like a strong foundation.
But there might be something that my brother would tell me that I don't want to hear or that I don't like to hear, but he's gonna tell it to me anyways, and like we won't we won't be like arguing or anything, or maybe we might be bumping heads or something. But like at the end of the day, you gotta remember like not what he's telling you, but why he's telling you. You get me? Like don't look at what he's telling you. You gotta look at why he's telling you it. Like, why is he telling me this? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I like
that. Should be like a philosopher.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna use that
Karlos
too.
Balderas 101.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
No, you just made my light bulb in my head go off. Like,
It's pretty
for
fresh,
real,
right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
at me.
I was asking.
I was majoring in psychology, but I had to drop out because of boxing. You know, but
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I was. Me and my brother. Look at that fresh bread. I want to get a car like that. The black. It's a SS Chevelle.
Yeah, they're into cars too. All you guys are into cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah, low key.
Well, I had the chance of talking with him, with Karlos, last night about like the little bit of like internet beef that Tio Lopez was kind of like throwing out there, and do you also feel the same way more or less like when it comes to people who kind of like come at you? Like in a sense like that, they were saying that they just kind of like to sit back,
because
just let
I
it
feel
blow
like,
over.
I feel like social media gave a platform for people to speak who don't belong speaking, So that's one thing. It's like, I mean, if you really gotta tell me something, you could come to me, or to him or whatever.
Respect.
Yeah, respect. So it's all about.
So you're obviously on the same boat then. You just like sit back and you guys are very non-responsive for the most part. For the most part.
Just waiting to see what happens.
I got you. But what you did say, Karlos, that I noticed that you didn't like necessarily attack him or his character. He's fighting, but you were just like the only thing that seemed to kind of bother you was that he wasn't stating facts. That he was trying to imply that you got in a position that that you were in because it was given to you and it was the furthest thing from the truth. So that was the only thing that you were like, that's what I didn't like. That was not cool. But that's what I'll say too, that I can respect of you guys is like, you guys weren't just trying to take digs. You're like, no, I just didn't like that. Sometimes like, this guy's over here trying to plant seeds in people's heads, like that it was like nobody gets given a position in the Olympics. You're like, what are you talking about?
No one's gonna give you a freaking spot. Like, okay, why did they give this other guy a spot? Why did they give they don't give you your spot? Like I had to earn it. I had to fight a lot. I had to fight in the World Series. I fought like a lot of international competitions, but I mean, they're gonna sit there over there and complain and cry for the rest of their life. That's on them. I'm over here living my best life.
Yes.
Like what little Duval says, living my best life.
Yes. So when it does, like, what did it take then, if you could brief me really fast, like to becoming USA Olympian?
Well, okay, so like the first tournament that I had went to was the qualifiers, the Olympic qualifiers. The very first one. I fought 5 days in a row there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every fight I beat like everybody's ass every round, like so clear. I was sending bucks to the tournament, and I still didn't do nothing. And then I still went on, and I won I fought in the World Series, and I fought against the number one guy from like Poland, Azerbaijan, Italy, Morocco, Mexico, Lindolfo, Argentina. But damn, you know, I fought all these guys. Then every single guy that I fought hit the canvas or got knocked out. Like everybody. There wasn't not one fighter in the World Series of Boxing that didn't get rocked by me. Like I was like wiping them out, and then I still didn't do anything. And then after, because the number 1 and the number 2 fighter in the World Series of Boxing, which was Cuba and Azerbaijan, they went to the World Championships, right? The tournament, the World Championships. I think it was in Doha, and then freaking them 2 placed in the finals also. Cuba and Azerbaijan. So they said, okay, in every weight class, 2 fighters, the 2 finalists in every weight class are gonna go have their spots for the Olympics. But because they already had their spots, he said, all right, we need to give it to the 3rd and 4th in the World Series of Boxing, which is me and Russia. And me and Russia were actually tied for 3rd, but because I was like dropping these guys and getting a lot of points, that's how you get more points in the World Series. You get like, I think you get like 4 per win, but you get 5 if it's a wipeout, or 5 if it's a knockout. And I was like, I was sweeping these guys, all of these guys, and I still didn't do nothing. And yeah, that's how I qualified.
Awesome. No, well, thank you.
Yeah.
But you guys still seemed, I mean, because I'm sure it might be kind of annoying for you too sometimes when you, or maybe it's not. Maybe you guys more or less like know how to just distance yourselves from like the chaos. Because I know for a time period, you said you weren't even on your social media, correct? Yeah. Just because of that factor that it does give people a platform to say whatever they want, and a lot of it's nonsense.
Yeah. I felt like it was.
So you just tune it out.
Yeah, pretty much. I just felt like there was a lot of fake people on this, and I just kind of, distanced myself and got on track on my shit.
Why do you guys think that people do this? Do you think it's to
because
attention?
No, because what they try to do is they try to get other people's name and they try to use that as a platform to get their name on top. You know,
to get more attention.
Start calling out other fighters, big fighters. That way they be like, oh, this guy's on the same level as this guy. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Sometimes because they're not relevant and they need to make themselves relevant, so they try to start making a bunch of noise however they can. Because the people know who the real fighters are. The people know, who the ones that are really putting in the work and the ones who are really making it happen. Other than that, they know that we don't need to be opening our mouths and stuff. I mean, here and there it's gonna happen, but for the most part, that's not how we, that's not how we carry ourselves. I mean, me and my brother had a hard upbringing, but we don't dwell on that, It is.
I don't even think I've ever seen, like, at least not on social media, I've never seen you guys fire back.
Nah, we don't like to.
Because you see those wars that go down.
Yeah.
Like, where was it? There was just Tank, and Ryan Garcia, and now, like, we see what Tank is going after Mares, talking about doing burritos in his behind.
Oh, shit, I don't know he said that. I didn't know he said that. But
no, so everyone's like, dude, Tank is racist, like, because, they keep talking about, like,
that's messed up. Might have to see him later on.
You look violated right now. You're like, whoa.
Nah, but I haven't even seen those.
Yeah, no,
we're not even into doing, like, for some reason me and my brother never been the type to be like a keyboard warrior. Like, we're not like, I'm not gonna waste my time talking to this fool. Like, better yet, when I see this fool, I'll tell him. That's how it is. But it's not like waste my freaking time on a phone, like typing something to some fool. Like, I don't know. I thought that's very, like, I think times have changed.
No, oh my gosh. Well, there's a lack of character. They're cowards, more than anything. Because they
It's hot out here.
Oh, damn.
It's hot out here.
My city is active. Shout out to Santa Maria holding it down.
Gosh, for real right now.
That is. This
is
like a very busy street too. This is Broadway.
Oh no, I saw there was a man before you guys got here who had his, like, whatever that's called, the bandana, like, covering his whole face.
Swear.
Freaking weirdo.
No.
There's a lot of weird people that walk by here.
I mean, he was across the street, so he wasn't technically walking by us. What would your breakdown be between Abner Mares and Tank?
Well, it's funny because everybody keeps saying Tank is a 4-round fighter. Have you seen that? I don't know why they be saying that, but I think it'd be a pretty good fight. I'm going with Mares though. I'm rocking with Mares. That's my people.
Mares. But I mean, Gervonta always starts fast, you know? I feel like Mata starts picking it up. So I don't know. It could be a fast start for Gervonta or Midas could do some work, damage. Later on.
And then, what are your guys' thoughts on Mikey Garcia? You know, basically how he's been wanting to challenge against Spence.
Oh, that's crazy. I mean, shit, I give him respect for that, for real. I think Errol Spence is probably, to me, I think right now, even though he's starting out his career, I consider Errol Spence like, you know, in the top 10 pound for pound. But I also consider Mikey one of the top 10 pound for pound fighters too. But, you know, Errol Spence is like, that fool walks around like at probably 190, you know? I think he's way too big. I really do. But Mikey can crack. I've said that before. I've said that in a bunch of interviews. Mikey looks like he can crack. Even Robert Easter Jr. said it. He said, that boy can crack, he said. So, you know, anything can happen in the sport of boxing, but I don't know. That's too close to call.
So you feel like it's like a toss-up, and more or less, I mean, that is a big factor, and that's what everyone's saying. It's not a matter of skill set or, you know, whether your power,
size,
it's just the size.
Yeah, and Errol Spence looks like he hits way harder than Mikey, no lie. But I don't know. That's just the way I see it. That's just the way I see it.
Who would you guys like to see Mikey Garcia go up against? Let's just say if you guys could just pick anyone. Just what fight would you love to see?
Mikey and, well, I was really looking forward to seeing Mikey and Linares.
Oh,
You know,
that was gonna be a good
yeah,
fight.
we talked about it at the house.
That's when I was really looking forward to seeing, but that didn't happen. I don't see, I do think that if Mikey fights, okay, so on another hand, like if Mikey was to fight Lomachenko, Mikey will beat Lomachenko because Mikey's way too big and too strong for Lomachenko. Like Linares is a good, like, you know, he's good and he's a hard hitter, I guess, but he's nowhere near as strong as Mikey. Like Mikey, if we would have cracked him, like it would have been over. But I don't see that fight really happening. I would like to see that fight though.
The Linares and Mikey.
Or Lomachenko, but I don't see the Lomachenko fight happening. I don't know why. But you never know. Anything can happen.
No, you don't ever know. You definitely never know. What about your guys'? Are you guys looking forward to the Canelo and Triple G?
Yeah, I think Canelo's gonna take this one.
Yeah, I think he's gonna take this one. I mean, I think Golovkin won the first one, but I think Canelo stepped it up. I think, you know, he figured what it takes now.
I was being a little biased at first just because I wanted Canelo to win after the first fight. So when everybody was saying that Golovkin like won, I was like, nah, they just being haters. But I ended up looking back at the fight and like Triple G really pulled it off. Like he might have pulled it off by like 1, 2, or maybe even 3, but he pulled it off by like, you know, I think a win is a win, little by a lot. But I think Canelo is gonna beat him, and he might even got a chance to even hurt him this time. I feel like it's been like a full year. They were supposed to do it 6 months after.
I know.
It's crazy.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Now-
Are you guys gonna go?
Nah.
Because you guys are in training camp.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 weeks right before my fight. So
And your guys' fight again is
September 30th in Ontario, California.
Don't miss it. Check it out, guys.
both the guys. Will
How
it?
far is that
will
from
it-
Los Angeles? Like 20 minutes is it?
I don't know.
I think it's like 40, no?
40?
It's
Like
not
40
too
minutes?
bad. It's not too
Like
bad.
30, huh? Fighting in downtown LA was freaking popping these last 2 times.
I know, right?
It was
Yeah.
good. Hell yeah,
You
it
got
was.
that like superstar status right there, right? That was sick.
Fun, yeah.
You guys, yeah,
That was
those
hella
were some
cool.
dope,
And like
dope
that
fights.
really like, and because they were so back to back, like it kind of built like a more of a buzz, you know? Like if they would have been more separated, but they were together and we both killed it.
So now you guys are fighting the end of September, and then
And then we'll be fighting like maybe 2 more times before the year closes.
Okay,
maybe
that's
2
good.
more times. But I look forward to fighting in Chicago.
just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Just where do you want to fight?
Chicago, Illinois. I also want to fight in Texas, like in Houston,
You just put it out there against.
Texas. You know, shout out to SP Max, or Chicago.
Chicago or
Rock.
Texas.
Sure, rock.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.